It began with a sound. Low, gurgling, like something wet and ancient trying to speak. On a damp October evening, Anna Kraus sat at her grandmother's window in the village of Kalbeck, Germany, a town so old its name rarely appeared on maps. Her grandmother had passed the week prior, and Anna was alone in the house, cataloging old books and family heirlooms. That's when she heard it, not from the woods, not from the basement, but from the old stone well in the backyard. A voice. Faint. Guttural. Repeating the same syllables in a tongue Anna didn't understand. She turned off the lights. The house was utterly still. And yet, the sound continued. Not an animal. Not wind. A voice. And it was calling her name. Anna hadn't been back to Kalbeck in 15 years. The house had always made her uneasy, the thick stone walls, the heavy doors that creaked open in the night, and most of all, the well. Her grandmother used to warn her never to go near it, even in daylight. No matter what you hear, she'd whisper, do not answer it. Now, with her parents gone and the house legally hers, Anna was back, tired from a divorce, needing a break from Berlin. But the strange things began on the very first night. Old clocks ticked in unison. Every mirror in the house, antique and warped, had condensation on the glass, though no one had used the bathroom. And the air near the well, even indoors, was freezing. On the second night, she found a diary, her grandmother's. Tucked in a false panel behind a shelf of religious books. Its contents weren't religious at all. They were horrifying. October 3rd, 1966, it called again. I dropped the stone. It did not reach the bottom. October 10th, I saw him. My brother. Dead 40 years, and yet. He asked me to help him climb out. November 1st, I think I'm dreaming, but the dreams come when I'm awake. Anna read the entries, each more frenzied than the last. Her grandmother believed the well was a portal, a place of voices, of souls pulled into something beneath the earth. She wrote of a church that once stood here. Burned down. And of rituals, to keep the voice below. Anna tried to ignore it. But the next night, the voice came again, clearer this time. Not just sounds. Words. Anna, help me. It's so cold. Her blood froze. She ran to the well in the dark. The lid was half off, revealing ancient stones slick with moss. She held her phone over the opening and snapped a photo. What it captured should have been impossible. A hand. Pale, wet, reaching upward. And a face. Her father's face. Dead for years. Eyes open. Smiling. The next day, Anna left the house to research the well, and the village. What she found disturbed her even more. There were barely any records of Kalbeck past 1950. In the archives of nearby towns, she discovered whispers of disappearances, entire families gone overnight. And a church, as her grandmother wrote, had stood on the property. A small sect broke from the Catholic Church and formed something else, something older. They called themselves the Keepers of the Mouth. A man at the local records office refused to speak when Anna mentioned the well. Only as she was leaving did he whisper. Your grandmother was the last. If she's gone, it will open again. Back at the house, Anna noticed symbols carved beneath the floorboards, not random scratches, but runes. Protective ones. She realized the house had been a prison. Not for her grandmother, but for something beneath the well. And now, the prison was unguarded. That night, the voice returned louder than ever. It said only 2 words. Let me. Anna snapped. Driven by fear, by curiosity, by the sick hope that maybe, just maybe, she could see her father again, she opened the well. She took the old pulley ladder, long rusted shut, and forced it downward. Step by step, she descended. 10 meters. 20. 30. The air grew colder than ice, the stones slick with something black. At the bottom, there was a cavern. Too large to exist beneath a normal house. The walls pulsed as if breathing. The floor was made not of dirt, but skulls. Thousands. Cracked, ancient, fused together. In the center stood a figure. Not her father. Not a man. Tall, hunched, robed in something that looked like stitched skin. It turned. And it had no face. But Anna could feel it smiling. Around it, stone slabs. Altars. A circle of bones arranged in patterns that hurt to look at. She was standing in a place built for sacrifice, a gate. And it had opened. The voice was no longer from the well. It was inside her mind. We buried the church. You brought me the key. Anna woke up 3 days later in a hospital in Bernburg. The police said she was found wandering the road, barefoot and mumbling in a language no one understood. The house was empty when they checked. No sign of a well. Just a sunken patch of earth where the backyard had collapsed. Locals claimed there had never been a church on the land. No records. No foundation. But Anna knew. And she was not the same. She doesn't sleep. She doesn't blink. And at night, people say they hear her whispering to herself. Not in German. Not in any known language. But in something old. Last month, a farmer digging a trench on the other side of town found a stone slab covered in symbols. The same runes Anna's grandmother carved beneath the floor. Beneath that slab, another well. Another mouth. It was open. And something was waiting inside.